Etude number 14 from Studies in Copper by Alex Orfali is this year's Timpani selection. Its inspiration comes from The Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra, a famous piece written by English composer Benjamin Britten. The Young Person's Guide is a set of variations that features each of the main sections and instruments in the orchestra. So, toward the end of the piece, at variation M, the timpanist plays a solo, and you see it here in measure 6 and 7. At the beginning, you'll see the words Moderato and Distino. Those sort of weird words, right? But Moderato just means to play at a median tempo. So at this case, it's just dotted quarter equals 60 to 64. All right, it also implies a certain restraint, so be sure not to push the tempo. It's very easy to do in this. Distino means distinct or clear. Okay, this gives us a clue that articulation or clarity rhythm is just very, very important. Don't underestimate the importance of meter. Okay, we all know meter is just, it's just meter, but 6/8 in this case, all right? So it really tells us to feel each bar in two. All right, there's a feeling that we need to capture here that's really important. So feel it in two. And you do this by pushing a bit on each dotted quarter, and don't let faster notes in between get too heavy. Now we get to the real challenge in this etude. All right? Clarity of rhythm, aka articulation, is difficult pretty much at all dynamic levels all the time. So you'll need your full arsenal of tools to help deal with this problem. So start with mallets, okay? Use a hard to very hard mallet. I've chosen the BT7s from Innovative Percussion. The bamboo handles allow me to play more aggressively without losing the lightness of that 6/8 meter that we talked so much about a second ago, okay? And the hardness is just right to bring out the faster notes at extreme dynamic ranges. A general medium mallet just isn't going to cut it, so don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Just using harder mallets, however, won't do it alone. All right? So for both loud and soft dynamic levels, play with a significant amount of hand tension from an extremely low height. Say it with me. Play with a significant amount of hand tension from an extremely low height. For example, you'll notice in measure 49, it asks us to play 6 triplet rhythms at fortissimo. Okay? So to demonstrate this technique, I'll play that measure twice. First at a high stroke height, okay? And then second at a much lower stroke height. But both will be at the same fortissimo dynamic level. See how much clearer and more articulate the second example is? Measure 49 and 50 requires us to start playing these same rhythms at fortissimo, working our way down to mezzo piano. Yep, you guessed it, stay down with your stick height to control the clarity in this example. Right along with articulation, dynamics are critically important. Work for a wide range between softs and louds, but while maintaining your focus of sound, okay? So fight the urge to let your stick height increase at louder dynamic levels. It's so easy to do that, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Intonation is also challenging. Train your ears to recognize C major and C sharp major arpeggios down here on these 3 drums. Okay, then practice tuning the added top note on the 23 for each of the first 2 sections. They're not in the key signature, so watch out for that. When making your tuning changes, okay, during rest, be efficient. After you play measure 19, tune that drum first, the C. Okay, same thing in measure 38. Tune that drum first, then go on to the others. Right. And you can tune the F sharp while you're playing the roll in measure 57 and 58. Quick tips. Be sure your set of drums can tune to the top range of pitches, especially the top 2. Okay? You'll need a high E on the 26 and a high A on the 23. To shorten the etude, changes were made to the number of measures in multi-measured rest. So, at measure 20, rest only 3 measures. At measure 46, rest only 3 measures. And at measure 59, rest only 2 measures. That's it, okay? Remember to listen to several recordings and try to capture the musicality you hear. All right? If you do that and take my advice from this video, you'll be on your way to a great audition.